there's been a lot of hype about AI, this past year, and you obviously have AI technology of your own, but as I understand it, there's not really a dependency on GPUs as part of the solution, and does that give you some independence, or what's your view on?
Well, my view
is
that you have to look at the end goal. If the end goal is to put something in 5,000 or 7,000 locations, then the cost is important, right? The availability and trying to commoditize, and when I say commodity, I don't mean that it's not worth anything, but it's readily available and the supply chain is solid. As we went through COVID, the supply chain was a problem. The costs have been going up.
Yep. So
there's a lot of pressure. And then the ROI calculation also becomes more difficult if the system, if the system costs $10,000 per location right out of the gate, that's a lot of theft that you need to deter, right? So the idea here is that we want to be using mainstream products. The value add is in, the robustness, the security, the manufacturing of the product, and the how robust the software is. And then outside of that, we want to use as much as possible mainstream processors that are available in things like laptops and really easily procured.
Right.
And we want to use generic infrastructure. And so our thesis as a company has always been any camera that most companies have a fair amount of cameras already installed. So we use that existing infrastructure. x86 Intel-based processors. And we leverage the built-in acceleration in those processors to get the performance we need. And that has been working for us really well because it hits the cost point, the performance is there, and we can stack the AI with Intel's OpenVINO on those processors pretty soon.
Very base level solution.
Yep.